Switzerland wants to make sure that banking giant UBS could fail safely if it ever ran into trouble. New proposals in the government review unveiled this week fall well short of that goal. The review was prompted by last year's failure of Credit Suisse, which ended up falling into UBS's hands as part of a state-orchestrated rescue. If something similar one day happened to UBS, which has a $1.7 trillion balance sheet, it's pretty obvious that no such rescuer would be around. The job for Finance Minister Karin Keller-Sutter, therefore, is to make sure that UBS could die peacefully if it ever came to that. She presented some sensible stuff, like closing some loopholes in the bank capital rules which made Credit Suisse's ratios look better than they actually were. But the core question is why Switzerland didn't just let Credit Suisse fail, which is what was supposed to happen under rules put in place after 2008, known as the resolution regime. The answer is that doing so would have involved wiping out about $60 billion worth of so-called Tier 2 bail-in bonds. The government feared that doing so would have started a financial crisis in the banking sector. Now UBS has over 100 billion of these bonds, which are supposed to act as a layer of safety for depositors in the banks and therefore taxpayers. The Swiss review gave no reason to think that wiping out these bonds would be more likely in the case of UBS than it was in Credit Suisse. And the trading prices of the debt suggest that investors don't see this as a particularly likely scenario either. In other words, too big to fail is alive and well in Switzerland.